Side Scrollers is brought to you by you. If you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/sidescrollers. It's time for Side Scrollers on YouTube.com. With me, Stuttering Craig. You got a goal? Go get it. Adam Krigler.
Hi, buddy.
Vlad.
Hi, chat. I love you. Mwah.
And producer extraordinaire, Travis Key.
Hi, guys.
And brought to you by you, the G2 community, at patreon.com/sidescrollers. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome on up, Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and Twitch.tv. For how long, we don't know. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Welcome to the #1 video game and entertainment podcast on planet Earth. It's Side Scrollers. Man, do we got a good one today. So much to talk about. I'm legitimately stoked about today's show because there's so much that I'm excited to talk about today. It's not just one of those boring shows where I don't want to talk. It's a really good show today. I'm just kidding. Hey, Travis, what's up?
Nothing. I was actually really had the urge when you said for how long to just say something immediately to get us banned off of there and then say, oh, we're done. But I won't.
That's easy to do, but the problem is we'd also be banned off YouTube for saying something that you want to say. Speaking of getting banned, I'll tell you what, you got to control this young lady's mouth. It's blabs.
What do you mean? I'm an angel. Just saying,
Yeah.
I haven't done anything wrong today.
Mm-mm.
Today is the keyword, though.
Well, speaking of a guy who's never done anything wrong his entire life, it's always the game's fault.
Yeah.
It's Adam Krigler.
I thought you were going to say it's DSP.
That's bullshit.
It's a reference, buddy. It's okay. It's a reference. How are you?
I'm offended,
Really?
but I immediately just got over it. So
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was a microaggression that I threw your way, and I apologize.
well,
Sorry about that.
I remembered who said it, and I was like, oh yeah, it's just Craig.
See, you'd be surprised how often I hear that. Oh, it's just Craig.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
sad.
story of your life, huh?
Is that it's something he
Listen.
got used to a long time ago when his wife
That's what his
said
wife said,
Oh.
yeah.
it for like the 100th time, and it's like,
Okay, I'll marry him.
was that
Yeah,
too
right,
brutal?
best I can do. Anyway, guys. My turn.
Trav with the alley-oop. Yeah, come back. It's
Baby, come back.
come on.
You can blame it all on Travis.
Oh, it's just Craig.
Am I?
That's good.
Fantastic,
Well,
sarcastic, says
at least
I'm
bring
not
Dan
winning.
on.
Craig
Hey!
Rage quit. Craig Rage quit his own podcast. I love that. I love
Yeah,
it.
it's true. Welcome, Dan. How are you?
Hey, thank you. Hey, doing great. Just had a great workout this morning and kicking it off now with being this great podcast where the host, the very host kicks himself. So
In shame. Oh, wow.
Nobody asked him about his shrimps and fish tank.
Well, we were going to get into that.
Dan's out. Sorry, I can't deal with Dan anymore today.
I don't-
It's ridiculous.
I don't have the admin powers right now, Dan. I can't help you out.
Craig never gave me the admin powers. I still am sad about it.
That's okay. Dan, how are you, buddy?
I'm gonna commit
Uh-oh.
a macro aggression.
Whoa.
Hey,
Whoa.
okay. That's not a knife.
That will actually get us banned off
That's-
YouTube.
That's a knife.
Really? Sorry.
Is
I
that
think that's soft,
is that
huh?
true? I don't know if
I don't
that's
know.
true.
think so.
I don't know.
He
I don't know.
wields that
It-
knife
it's
all
like-
the time.
I don't doubt it.
They
I don't
probably
doubt
claim the way he was holding it was threatening or something. I don't
I felt
know.
attacked through my screen.
Okay, I'll stop.
But he wasn't
Sorry.
threatening
I've never-
any
I never
one
got in
particular
any
person.
trouble.
Technically, he was just threatening Craig. And Craig, you're okay with it, right?
Yeah, I got.
It's just Craig.
I got timed out on Instagram once because I said jokingly to a friend of mine that I was going to punch him in the face, and it was like
Whoa,
Instagram was
whoa,
like,
violence.
naughty boy, naughty, very naughty boy. And it was like, but it's like my friend. We talk like that to each other all the time. We're men, so
Manly
Men punch each other in the face.
Men in tights.
I agree with
all
Paul.
the time.
Since I'm here, it's anti-gay, and he's a homophobe. Craig,
That's
go.
right.
Wow.
That's right. Sorry, Dan. But you were just lumped in. Congratulations. It happened. Welcome to Side Scrollers. You're on for 3 minutes, and all of a sudden you're labeled. Congratulations. That's awesome. So look, yeah, we got a really good show today. I'm actually genuinely excited about what we're talking about. There's I know Dan, you and Adam are gonna have a chance to go off on the on a very popular game or I guess a maybe popular game, but we're going to be talking Starfield today. We have got a little bit of that. We're going to be talking about a tremendous indie success who is 1 or 2 degrees of separation away from us, which is very, very exciting. An end of an era, ladies and gentlemen, has been announced yesterday, and this is a very, very big deal. As well as the McDonald's. McDonald's has released a new Game Boy Color game in the year 2023.
Wait, this was serious?
This is serious. This is a real game.
I saw that in the docket. I'm like, okay,
No.
but I didn't think it was real.
This is real. Absolutely.
I mean, who has a Game Boy Color?
Well,
I do.
Craig does.
I mean, I do also, but you know, all right, maybe people still have Game Boy Colors.
that's right.
I mean, I do, but who can? What doesn't count?
I mean, yeah.
I was gonna say you have a little container full of Game Boy games right next to your desk on a.
Do you wanna
whim.
see it?
Every time.
Yeah.
You're like,
Do you want to
"Look
see
at
it?
the box."
It's my Game
Every
Boy box.
opportunity.
Look at it. It's got all my Game Boys. Not
I mean, I
even
wish
all
we
my
could.
Game Boy
Oh,
stuff.
there it is.
I got more Game Boy stuff, and I got some games behind me. There's Zelda, and the original Mario Land.
I see the Mario Land. Yes.
Yeah.
Out of
Classic.
this box.
Yeah, and I didn't even know, but when we were talking about this Pokemon Leaf Green, which, funny enough, I've never played, is worth like a shit ton of money, like $100 and something.
Damn.
Like,
Wow.
oh,
Nice.
okay, all right.
Cool.
One of the classics, Mario 2. 6 golden coins. Heroes of Might and Magic 2, which I didn't know released on Game Boy until later on in life, but I had to get it because did anyone here like Heroes 2? Great game. Classic game. But one of my all-time favorite games, Final Fantasy Legend 2. The second one. The first one was good.
Oh, the audience hates that.
Like your things.
I don't care. It's my thing. I like it.
Oh no.
The crowd goes
Fine.
wild in the opposite
Fine.
direction.
Fine, I'll put the box away. All right.
You don't get the
Hey, Adam.
box.
Hey, Adam.
Whoa.
Nice.
This
Wow,
brings up
that's
a really
crisp.
it's a really good segue. Really good segue
Complete
that
box.
wow.
Oh, that's amazing. It's all there
Very proud
still?
of it.
It's all in
What?
there? It's all in there?
complete. It's complete.
For now.
CIB. Complete
For
in
now,
box.
Travis is
That's
gonna go over there and
fantastic.
open it.
I still have my original Game Boy. I don't have the box that I had though.
Wow.
Give him the full screen. This is amazing.
Well, I'll say we need
Look at that.
wow.
Is that Tetris right there?
Yes, that's Tetris.
Yep.
I guess there's some documentation missing, but there's a bunch of it here.
I got that in, I believe, 91. My grandfather got that box for me with Tetris.
Mm-hmm.
Same exact thing.
Now, is
And
that
it's,
the don't take it out. Don't take it out. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Take it out.
Don't
I
do that,
washed my
Dan.
hands today.
No.
Dan.
Pristine condition.
Dan just showed us.
Well, so here's the
That
thing.
is sexy. Whoa. What is up with that back panel?
Yeah,
That
I don't
thing's
know.
been played to shit. That isn't fresh.
It's the Brazilian version distributed by Playtronic.
Yeah, it's got a complete
It's
inbox
gotten
one.
some
Not a
love
new one.
already. It's gotten some love
Okay,
already.
it's gotten some love.
Which adds to the emotional value.
I doing a quick search.
Did you put that love into it?
No, it wasn't me, unfortunately.
All right, then
because
no.
mine,
then that
it's
was
a
a
really-
lie.
It's a really interesting story because my grandma threw it in the ocean.
She threw it in
Oh,
the ocean.
wait, what?
Yes.
What caused her to throw that into the ocean?
I don't know.
Sure.
It's you know how grandmas work. It's
Wait, you
like-
don't remember or you don't know?
I was 6 years old. I don't remember
Uh-huh.
exactly why it was, but yeah, she threw it in the ocean.
That's one
This
of them
thing
you're
is the
on
devil.
Yeah, you're on a vacation. You won't put it down. Grandma says.
Yeah,
you
we were
pick
at the
that up.
beach,
Yep.
and yeah,
You pick that up one more fucking time, I'm gonna throw it in the ocean.
it
Wow.
was probably something like
Aggressive
that.
granny.
Base granny, actually, I'd say.
Base granny.
I told you to put it down. Chuck it.
We need more grannies like that nowadays.
Brazilian grannies, man. It's like,
Yep.
yeah.
Wow. Well, what's amazing, and it's so sad that somewhere in this giant pile of doo-doo is Dan's.
It's right there.
It's. Let's see if we can find Dan's Game Boy from 1987 or 1989. It's somewhere in there. So there we'll find it. We'll find
Greg,
it in
are
time.
you saying his grandma is the reason for all that trash in the?
Well, not all of it.
At least
Dan's
one
grandma.
piece.
There's
Not
also
all of it.
this,
What's that?
Oh, the
the
Super,
Game Boy. Yeah.
Oh.
Super Game Boy.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's for the people who don't know. It's a cartridge that you
Oh,
put it on the
yeah.
Super Nintendo, and you put the Game Boy game there, and you play it on your TV. Like playing Game Boy games on your TV in the early '90s. This was a huge deal.
Yeah,
All right,
when I saw
this
that
is-
as a kid, it blew
Is
my
that
mind.
sealed in box?
No, it's not sealed.
Oh, okay.
But I have the complete thing.
Nice.
I'll say this. This is a great segue to what we were talking about before Blabs. Blabs and Travis were talking about just yesterday that we need to have another collecting show where we talk about all the things that we have. So, Dan, that would be a great opportunity to bring you on. For the record, I was doing a little bit of digging, and I found that your Game Boy complete in box is about $230. Right there.
Amazing.
So
Oh,
it's pretty good
I
stuff.
got it for a lot less than that. A lot less than that.
Nice.
And let's see if we can find your Game Boy Color. Or was it what's it called? A Super Game Boy. That's what it is. Super Game Boy.
Super Game Boy.
Cool
I guess it
website.
would be worth less. A little less.
Well,
And
we'll
it's-
see.
And
This is-
CIB, complete in box. Oh, it's
Okay.
worth more actually.
There you go. Complete $617. Oh no, this is the Super Set. That's the Super Nintendo.
Oh no,
Super
no.
Set.
It's- Yeah,
So,
something
yeah.
different.
Well, either way, I mean, like we're learning here, and this is important stuff. But that's pretty rad
Uh-huh.
there. $618. Okay, I can't find the Super Game Boy by itself, but we'll find something later. But either way,
Because
we
it's
should
probably not
definitely
worth
do.
anything.
Oh, it's so rare that it's not even. No, it's not.
No one even knows about this thing.
No one. It's priceless.
Well, I love going down the price charting like rabbit hole. Here we go. Let's see.
Yeah,
It's
I
a
love
super.
it too.
It's a Super
I found
Nintendo.
it in 2 seconds.
It's a
Greg.
Super Nintendo cartridge,
go.
so maybe you can find it on the Super Nintendo games. I don't know.
It's right there.
Travis, I
That
got
was
it as well. I got
awfully
it as well.
sassy there, Travis.
Oh.
I
I
found
agree,
it in
like-
2 seconds, Craig.
Oh yeah,
Right.
it's not.
Like,
It's,
like
Google's
damn.
it's not that rare by no means. Yeah.
But I'm using pricecharting.com, Travis. You
Yeah,
just
that's-
relax.
That's where my search came up to.
Travis,
Damn,
Listen,
dude.
I don't want to hear anything about you.
He's
Yeah,
got the
I
quality,
don't want to. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear it, Travis. I don't want to hear it today. I'm not in the mood, Travis. I'm not in the mood to deal with your sassiness. All right.
Show him the avocado video. He'll feel better.
Oh gosh. All right. It's an
Avocado. Thanks.
If you guys are watching us over on Rumble, make sure you guys hit the follow button or the thumbs up button as we grow just a little bit more every single day over on Rumble, which is great. Approaching 2,000 follows, which is spectacular. As we know, that is truly organic growth, which is great. We love to see that. Also, coming up later today at 1 o'clock, the Mario Funathon continues. It's day 7 of me versus
Oh,
me
shit.
versus Super Mario Brothers: The Lost Levels.
Man,
Did you
I
hear
love
that?
those.
Did you hear that,
I love
Dan?
those. I
It's taken
never
him
miss that.
seven days to try to beat the game. He can't. He's just not
I
that
was
good.
the first reset. I was the first hard reset because I was like, is this man just about to use a save state like in front of me? No. I'm going to save his soul right
Stop.
now, his retro gaming soul, and I'll make him reset. You're welcome, Craig. I just saved you, saved your
Did
honor.
you say Crag?
I said Craig.
That's his name. It's Crag.
What?
That's
are
been
you
established. That's side
Damn.
scrollers lore right there.
What are you talking about?
Don't
Using
make
a save state?
Don't make
I'm
that
talking
kid
about
act that
saving
bad.
your retro gaming soul
There's
by
no save state
preventing
in
you-
retro gaming.
By preventing
right.
you from using a save state.
Hold
I
on, hold on.
saved your retro gaming soul.
This is fake news right here because at no point ever was
Whoa.
I going to use a save state. And I will take. What are you talking about? A save state? All it was it was the equivalent of putting. Look, Adam, you may remember this time in life, right?
No. Finish your story.
I
am.
know what he's going to say.
Go on.
Don't
Look,
don't
it's
lateral
bullshit,
the
but
ball.
go ahead and
This
say.
this is not a lateral. All it was more or less putting down the controller and keeping the console on overnight. I didn't save it. I was just I was gonna start at the same point that I ended. That's not a save state. That's not.
What is it then? What?
Oh, it's
if not
literally-
a save state, what is what you just described?
When you back in the day, when you would, let's say you had to go to bed, you would put the controller down, you would keep the game console on, and then you would turn off the TV and you would come back to it the next morning and you would be in the exact same spot. That's more or less what I'm doing.
I would have
Just-
allowed that.
That's exactly what I'm doing. And Dan's
That's
going,
retro-
save
You can
state,
do that.
save
You can do
state.
that. You can do
Bro.
that, but you must leave it. You must leave your Switch actually on and stream it as proof.
Yep.
The whole
Yep.
night.
So the
Agreed.
retro gaming
All
police doesn't arrest you.
All
It's
night,
true.
Greg.
You know
I'm
what?
with it.
You know what? Starting today, I will do that. If I'm unable to beat it today, I will absolutely do that, and I will keep that stream going, and it'll probably only be able to be on YouTube. All right,
Are you
and
serious?
if that's what the internet demands, then that's what I'll do.
The retro gaming police demands.
It's not the internet. Yeah, it's the retro gaming police. They're a real thing.
Listen, we need a retro gaming police T-shirt. Just-
Get on it. That's great.
That's fantastic.
And it's got to be Dan Vasque's face, like standing there
wearing
like
a
this.
cap, wearing a police cap with a Mario M, something like
Hold on. Give Dan the full camera right now. Dan, now
Uh-huh.
I need you to just look straight at the camera, and you are the retro. Yeah, square up. Yeah. All right. You're the retro gaming police. There it is.
Move your
that's
microphone.
it.
Move your microphone. Move your microphone.
Move the mic away. Let's get the
Do you have
full.
any aviator sunglasses?
Those can be brought on.
That is
There it is,
that's
right there.
perfect. There it is. That
Perfect.
was it.
Excellent.
Wait, what has he got? Yes, I love it.
What a
Retro
dork.
gaming police. All right,
Oh my
good.
god, the eyebrow.
All right, we got it. We got it.
I love it. All right, excellent. So now we know. Now we know.
There you go.
So, anyways, that continues today at 1:00. And I really, you know what? Here's the thing about this, though, is that, I may not be able to do it today because it'll be a 2-day stream because I won't be able to get back to it until Thursday because tomorrow is Blabs versus Castlevania.
So you
I'm
better
always
beat it.
mean.
You better beat it today.
Well, that's
What's-
up to
what
the
stage
G2.
is
Where
she at?
where are you?
Where am I?
Blabs is about 3/4 of the way through the game right now. I think she's on stage like 15 or something like that. And
The Grim
maybe-
Reaper one?
She's not there yet. She's making her way there. There's actually a hallway. It's like a gauntlet hallway.
That's right before the Grim Reaper.
Okay. So you-
man.
Spoiler.
That's one of the
Spoilers,
hardest
Dan.
ones.
Damn.
No, that's
She doesn't know.
Oh, sorry.
Well,
no,
there's
it's
not
not.
much
It's
I
not the
do
Grim
know,
Reaper.
Adam,
It's
from
Someone call the retro gaming police. We've got a
Dan
violation.
It's Bowser. You know.
Yeah, Bowser is in the
Oh, it's a
game.
cameo.
Yeah.
I'll tell you,
Nice try.
That's the hardest part in the whole game, in my opinion.
Great.
I love
More,
the idea
more
though.
spoilers.
No, the good news is that once you pass that, you're
It's
cool.
all uphill from there.
yeah.
Or upstairs.
Yeah, well,
Hey.
listen, stairs,
Uh-oh.
we still have a little bit of an understanding, okay? So we'll see.
I love it. Amazing. Yeah, as Brad says, a man just spoiled a 40-year-old game. Shame.
Shame with the bell.
For shame, sir.
I'm
All right.
sorry.
So we have that, and then coming up on Friday. As of right now, my dad's going to come in. What's that? What's that, Trev?
Is this still the opening of the show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Travis,
Oh, sorry.
this is side scrollers. What do? We scroll
We're side
sideways.
scrolling.
Listen, I told Craig that when we were on before that he'd have to lasso us, and look, I was right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, go
Yeah.
ahead. Your dad's coming on. Sorry.
That's it. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. It's just my dad's coming on. That's it.
That was it. Okay.
He's gonna play
Great
video games.
announcement.
So he's gonna play video games. So there you go. Uh,
Ruined it,
yeah,
Travis.
all my enthusiasm for today's show has been ruined by Travis Keys today.
Okay, bye.
I'm just kidding, Trav. I love you, buddy.
Dan's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of
Yeah, he's
here.
just like, no.
Fuck these
Screw this shit.
guys.
Brazilian internet.
Wait, where did
20-minute
Dan
opening,
just go?
fucker,
I think he lagged out.
Yeah, I think it was. We'll get him back in a minute. Look at that freeze frame. That's awesome. That's amazing. That's a great freeze frame right there of Adam.
Are you okay, Adam?
What happened?
Oh, you got a freeze frame. The internet's just pooping out for everybody. Here it is. This is the big plan. Everybody's internet's going to slowly go out, and we're going to go down to no internet, and we're all going to have to work, live off farms.
That was for the memers. That was the deep thought meme. Okay, take that freeze and put it with the deep thought.
All right.
There you go.
I don't even see it because I don't freeze on my own screen. I never know what I look like.
Well, Clementine came in with the $10 super chat. Says, so nice to see your faces. I'll stay a bit longer than the previous time. The thing is, people are so much microaggression in here. I'll just drop myself by myself. Hey, Clementine, thank you very much. Appreciate that. This is the home of microaggression. Side scrollers, welcome on in. Great to see you. Also, Diana came in with the $1 Rumble rant. Says, love these wonderful people so much. And Dan, woohoo! Always good to see you. Rumblers and YouTube chatters, much love. Well, as soon as Dan comes in, I'll let him know how much you love him, Diana. Appreciate that. All right. Are you guys ready to get into it? Sure you are. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for...
Hard news.
All right, we're going to start today with our thumbnail story because there's a lot of stories on here that I'm really excited to talk about. But I found this one pretty interesting. There is a YouTuber called, his name is Dream. Have you ever heard of this guy before?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Dream is a YouTuber with 31 million subscribers. He is a Minecraft YouTuber.
Yeah, he's a Minecrafter and he plays Among Us as well, I believe.
Right. So he somehow has gone on and popped off. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to the success of some folks. Like I'm sure he's extremely talented, but on YouTube you see people who are not extremely talented. And once again, I'm not saying Dream is not. I'm saying that some people you see they see tremendous success and they make all sorts of money. And they're just like random people, and people just, I don't know, maybe they like their personality. They like they're playing the right game at the right time, whatever it may be. And they pop off, their channel pops off, gets in the algorithm, and all of a sudden they get exposure. And that's the key to the game, right? Well, Dream has 31.6 million subscribers. And by the way, that 0.6 is still like 600,000. You forget that in there. But so he's got a lot of subscribers. And he had a face reveal, as he primarily had been a guy who you just heard his voice. And if you saw him, it was hidden behind a smiley face mask. And about 6, 7, 8 months ago, he went in and actually did a face reveal. And for the first time, showed his face on camera, which was, it was kind of a big deal, it came out and was like, oh my gosh, this guy Dream, he's a big deal. So he went out, did his face reveal, and the internet came in full force after this guy, calling him ugly, disgusting, whatever. I can't believe, like, who is this guy?
Say it to my face.
Well, they tried to.
Is ugly.
They tried to, which, when you go in and they start yelling at this guy. And now he has pulled back and deleted the face reveal video and has put his mask back on with the intent, because he was bullied into it, which is amazing. So he's gone back. Would you like to see what Dream looks like?
Look like?
People are saying he looks like Farquaad and stuff. Go ahead and show it.
Well, I remember this. This happened a while back.
Yeah, I actually think this was inevitable, and I'll explain why after you show his face.
So here's his face, and like he's a pretty good looking kid, like this is the screenshot that's going around because it's just kind of like a single frame, but he's like a good looking kid, you know?
Yeah,
And
it's fine.
so people are like, he's just a dude. So he's been bullied into putting his mask back on, which is just
He'll never put it
insane
back.
to me. Right.
Oh,
And
man.
he's giving in.
It's like the internet's gonna be the internet. I mean, I'm not sure it was going to be different with anyone else.
I think this was inevitable, and because
I agree.
Which part? Him taking it off or him putting it back on?
Him being bullied
Okay.
for his looks, and I'll explain, because a lot of his fame and a lot of his subscribers
Can you explain?
came because he hid his face, you know what I mean? And because people wanted to know, who is this? There's some mystery about him.
Right.
And so he would collab with all these known people, these known faces, and then, well, there's this mystery guy with the mask on. Nobody knows what he looks like. And then it was built up. Show your face for years. Show your face. And then he finally does. Of course, people are going to be disappointed and all that because there's such hype built up about it. Is it rational? No, it's not rational at all. Kids are stupid.
I also think that
their fans are kids. Sorry.
There's expectation. Everyone expects. Everyone has, and they feel entitled to their version of whatever they want to have happen. When it doesn't happen, everyone gets disappointed. And I was told long ago, it's like when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. Like that's kind of, I was like, I like that. Assumptions lead to disappointment. Don't assume anything and you won't be disappointed. It's kind of like a general rule of life that you can apply to pretty much anything. And then another thing is people don't like change. People are very uncomfortable with change, which is very unfortunate because I feel like people need to learn how to change. You're not perfect the way you are. No one is. You got to learn how to be able to change and be okay with change happening because it's inevitable in life. Change will happen, and it's how you handle change that really shows the kind of character that you have inside. So people who loved Dream for his Minecraft stuff, and yeah, the added mystery, like Trav pointed out, like that's a great thing to see because it is that mystery of like, who is this guy? But I feel like he wasn't going to lose subscribers if he just kept his mask off. It's like the people follow him for his Minecrafting skills and his Among Us, and it's like he built up. Anyone could wear a mask. Anyone could put a mask on, but not everyone is worth following if they have a mask on. Right? I mean, just because it's added that mystery doesn't change the fact that he built that subscriber base by doing what he does. So he's obviously got some talent. I've never actually watched any of his videos. I'm not really interested in Minecraft, but I see why people love Minecraft. And I don't know. I think it's really sad that he actually caved to the masses like this. If he wanted to not wear a mask anymore, then he shouldn't.
Yeah, I feel bad because that was clearly an attempt to connect more with his audience, and sometimes there comes a point as a creator that you have that necessity of connection. I want to go to the next level with my audience, and it's sad. I don't know what the proportion was it among his audience of people who didn't like it, but
or even if they were his audience that were bitching and bullying him.
That's the thing too. But yeah, I have a musician that plays in my channel with me sometimes. He's called Victor, the guitar nerd, and he sometimes, not sometimes, all the time that he's there with me, he never shows his face, never. It's like a tradition. But now he's in this famous band that he has to show his face. He's on stage all the time, and he's on music videos all the time. But I asked him, hey, do you want to start showing your face on our videos in my channel? And he said no, because it's like it's the tradition, precisely because people don't like change and people grow used to, hey, Victor the guitar nerd is the guy who never shows his face on Dan Vast's channel. Everybody knows how his face looks like. They can look up his music videos with his band, but it's all about the tradition. And if you change traditions that people are really used to, you're really gonna hurt with that, and people won't like it. So it's something that you need to try to balance that connection with the audience, and at the same time keeping the traditions of the channel. I don't know. That's just what I think.
Well, so
no, that's a good thing. A point. Go ahead, Greg.
Let's get. Let me actually read what Dream said about this.
Sure.
Because they made a video. They made a video itself and kind of walking it back. And they tried to do it funny. It's kind of like his roommates come in or his business guys come in. They're like, you need to walk. You need to put your mask back on. Everybody hates you or whatever. But he put in the description of the video. He says, after face revealing and removing my mask, I regretted the attention and the hate, and I'm walking it back. I will slowly be deleting all pictures of me online. Yeah, good luck with that. And going back to being being a gamer in a mask. Starting with my Mr. Beast video and my face reveal video. Hi, I'm Dream. That's what it was called. I'll be walking it back. I'll be getting rid of everything other than my new mask. The same company that made the Spider-Man mask, Batman mask, and other superheroes made me a mask so I can be Dream all the time. Hide my identity, even in public, at McDonald's or any place I go. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart to those who supported me, even though I am ugly. I appreciate y'all more than you could ever know, and I'll be working on my face while I mask again.
That's fucked up.
It's kind of sad.
That can't be serious. That can't be.
That
That last
be
part.
sarcastic.
That last part.
Even
is
though I'm ugly,
sarcastic.
like, come
even
on.
Even if it is sarcasm, I think there's an element of truth to what he's saying, and he believes that because why was he hiding his face to begin with? He hid his face to begin with for a reason,
Yeah,
and
how
I find
old is
this
this
quite
kid?
sad.
How old is he? I was going to ask that. That's relevant information.
He's in his 20s. He's in his 20s. Okay, so there's a bigger issue here, right? He's in his 20s. He's seen tremendous success, and there's data to back up what I'm going to say here real quick. And just before we move on, Dream's management told Kotaku over Twitter DMs that he'll be wear the mask in all public places for the foreseeable future, right? So this is
That's a mental illness if he actually thinks he needs to go around like that.
Right. And I think that's the saddest thing about this is he has seen tremendous success. But if you look back at his social blade, which is where you can see YouTubers' raw data, right? You can see that he's kind of, he's actually seen a decline. So during 2020, during the lockdown, was seeing tremendous success. This is 195 million views a month. Okay. This is million. This guy is raking it in at this point. And then since the lockdown ended, it's kind of come back to earth. Now, by back to earth, he still has an immensely popular channel with 30 million views a month.
How many subs in total?
31.6 million subscribers, and he's still gaining them. He's still right.
I think he's very young, and he sees causation instead of correlation. Whereas, and I'll explain that. And when we were all locked down, there was a lot of YouTubers who he could collab with because everybody's stuck inside all the time, and so we need things to do, right? So he was collabing with a lot of people when he first started doing all that stuff. I remember because I watched part of it because somebody I watched played with him. And so I think that's where the drop off began. And he sees it in his mind as, oh, it was when I took my mask off. No, it could have to do with a lot of other things too. But when I think he probably was bullied as a kid. And that's why he wore the mask when he went online, because he was scared to be bullied online like he was in real life.
So I think go ahead, Adam.
There's a phenomena that happens with streamers, and I learned this from Tim Pool a long time ago, pretty much when I got into the YouTube world, and they see their numbers, and it starts to translate directly to their value in life, in society, and it's kind of sad because it isn't reality. But when you see these numbers, when you're as big as he is, and it starts giving you depression. Like, there are streamers out there that will see this decline right here, and this is devastating for them. Like, why am I not getting the views? What am I not doing? That probably is what caused him to try to do the face reveal, and that's probably what that spike in the latter part.
That's
of
exactly
the graph.
what this is. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, he did a face reveal, got that bump, but then it went back down, and it didn't help. It didn't actually fix the problem.
October 2022.
Right. It was right here. And Adam, I agree with you 100%. Like, I think that the face reveal was a publicity stunt, and he saw the publicity. Things went back down, and he went from, he was going, his channel is, in his words, dying probably. But this
Right.
is
If
still a
21
tremendous.
million views is dying, can I have your
Right.
channel?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
but you can't understand what that feels
It's because
like.
of the frame
I
of
know
reference.
because
in
he was
his
going
the frame
position.
of
from
reference.
200
yeah.
million to, I get it, it's
Right.
1% or whatever.
10%. Right, right.
10%.
It's the
He
connection
tasted
that
the
people
stars.
have.
He tasted the heavens, and now he's back to earth. And that's
It's real.
what's
It's
happening.
an addiction to social media exists for almost everyone right now. Now imagine you're on that platform in that level of success at that age. Maybe he was bullied. I don't know. I'm not going to assume. As I just went over what assuming is, it's like, but we can see what actually happened, and I know that this is an actual thing where people connect their validation in life to this. Maybe he didn't have a good connection with his parents, right? I feel like people with strong connections to their parents, they get that validation from their foundation of home. And then they don't need the internet's validation, and they don't have to like connect their worth to how many views they're getting. But it even if you do have that foundation, it can happen to anyone. They get addicted to those numbers. They get addicted to making the content, and then once they see that decline, it's a wipe. It's oppressive.
So .com comes in and says, y'all are being played. His views are down. So what do? Get back into the news. Y'all are overthinking this. I'm sorry, but it's true. Right. And just to be clear.
Of course we
don't-
are. That's exactly what we're doing.
But
We're analyzing what happened.
I don't disagree. But once again, it goes back to data. We have data to back this up. When you go from here to here, regardless of how high this is, you are judged internally, mentally by this. And I'll tell you this, like I've had channels, so Screw Attack Its Best Month had 30, I think it was like 38 million views in a month, right? So for me and my mental, as the guy who ran that channel, my thought process always was the bar was 38 million. How do we get past 38 million, right? So when you have a month that's 20 million, you go, oh my gosh, we're down. But 20 million views is still ridiculous, right? So when you go back and you look at this and you say 195 million, that's the bar. And then all of a sudden you're looking at 10% of what it was. You see yourself as a total failure because not only Dream is not only letting himself down, he's letting his friends down. In this video, they do like it shows his buddies here. And in his reveal video, which by the way has like 4.5 million views, and I realize what we're playing into what he's talking about. Absolutely true, but there's a deeper level to this. There's absolutely a deeper level to this, and people can be like, no, there's not. No, there's absolutely a deeper level to this. I've been there. Adam's been there. Anybody who's seen any sort of success online has been there. There's a definite mental aspect to this that people aren't going to talk about. And when you go in and you see like you look you in this video, like this is all paid for. Everything in this video is paid for by this guy's channel, right? So he goes in and he's got this really nice house with these great glass doors, and his friends probably live there. So all he sees is failure. But when his viewership and his audience is down by 90%,
This is also
that's the reality.
You have to think. Remember, we were talking the other day about companies, right? And what they view success as. He's a company, and all meaning of the word. And so, if he doesn't have the same growth or make the same profit, he will seem like my company's failing. You know what I'm saying? And he may not even see it as me. He could see it as this thing I'm doing, and if he doesn't have that 10% growth or the 7% growth or whatever he needs in his mind for it to be, he could seem like a failure to himself.
Blitzkrieg is right. He says the haters can have immense power over a content creator if a creator allows it. Right.
Oh, dude, true. And it's like that perfectly white sheet with a little spot in it, and you can only see the spot. Everybody went through that in some way with content creation. You have like amazing supportive friendly and loving fans that support you in everything you do. But those couple hate comments, that's what you focus on, and it's really a thing. It's really a thing that happens to us creators.
Right.
Sometimes.
You got to learn.
Consciously fight against it.
Yeah, as a content creator, I've faced this a lot in my career on content creation. It's from Timcast to Forbidden Frontiers, this show, my own show, like an incredible amount of support, but a huge subsect of haters. And there's a line, I would rather be loved or hated than what is the famous line about it? Than have people feel indifferent about me. But like that's a thing. Like hate or love, like that's what you would want to be, instead of, if you have haters, you're doing something right, because you also have people who support you. But if you focus on those and you just care about the haters, you're doing yourself a disservice, because they don't matter. The haters don't matter. It's
and
the
I also
people who
think
support you that matter.
I also think it's just respectful towards your supporters.
The people who actually care about you.
Yeah, because if you're focusing on the negative, even though the overwhelming amount of positive is there, so like, why aren't you focusing on us? We're here. We're supporting you. We're helping you. We're loving you, and we're watching your content and consuming it. Why don't you focus on us?
Exactly.
And,
it's a good
and
point.
I think and I love that, Dan. And that's actually kind of like a metaphor for like society today. Like you see all these people who are so focused on these like it goes back to what you were just talking about, Adam. Like you have this blank slate of like love and support, but all you see is that blue dot down there. That's all you see. Like there's all this wonderful clear space here, but all you see is that blue dot's right there, and it's just staring you in the face all the time. And that's kind of what I that's kind of the metaphor for this whole thing. And I think everybody struggles with it, and it's natural. I think it's natural for everybody to struggle with it, but don't let the blue dot win.
Isn't that what you do when you're young, though? Didn't we all do that in our teens and early 20s?
I think everybody does that now.
Absolutely. That stuff that we're talking here, we're talking that to ourselves too, because we need to practice that.
100%. So, I think the same thing will happen here. Dream will see a bump, and you'll see a bump in his monthly content from the mask going on. But the reality is that people don't care about the mask, right? They care about Dream, and people were intrigued. And I saw somebody mention that he was, there was this like lore behind him being like this really attractive guy, and then when he took off the mask, he was just like an average dude. Which, once again, someone who may be average to somebody else may be beautiful to another person, and vice versa. So it's just the internet being the internet. And I feel, and I think we all feel, like there's a bigger issue here. And this is a great metaphor for what's wrong with the internet. Instead of like just accepting somebody for who they are, and accepting somebody for like, the guy felt the need to wear a mask.
And also unrealistic expectations.
Right. Oh, for sure. For sure.
I do want to say, I don't know if I don't think that taking off the mask in the first place was a good idea.
I don't either. He built that entire personality up and everything,
right.
And that's what people were interested in. And then if someone's going to be disappointed no matter what you do, and doing the whole face reveal was just like, oh, well, now you've ruined this whole image. And this
it's a huge change in brand, right?
He completely changed his entire concept.
Yeah, imagine like 20 years later, you change the name of side scrollers to, I don't know, 3D.
Right, yeah.
Mr. Beast changed his
3D
name.
Collectathon podcast.
Right.
Listen, the reality is that I've actually I've done that, right? After I left Screw Attack, I went by Craig Skits for a while, right? And there was two reasons for that. But the main reason was like the legal aspect of it. I wasn't quite sure how the Stuttering Craig name tied into, Screw Attack and all that stuff. But the other one was I just kind of wanted a fresh start. And if I was to go back and do it again, I never would have done that. That was a stupid idea. it was me being insecure about me when I made that change. And had I, just from a branding perspective, never should have done that. Never. It hurt way more than it helped. And, it goes back to, like, I started this podcast. It was the Craig Skits podcast, or whatever. And, like, no one was searching for the Craig Skits podcast, right? So, yeah, looking back, this guy is, you guys are all right. Everybody's right about this. And I would love to, we'll never have this guy on the show because he's guarded and he's in a bubble and stuff. But this just screams
help.
Yes, it does. It really does. It screams help. But
I don't like what you just said. I just want to say that we'll never get him on the show because of whatever. I don't like that energy. If we want him on the show, like we should probably try to get him on the show. Like, why not? We'll get big enough that maybe we can have him on the show. I believe that.
And to be clear, and I don't disagree with what you're saying. And I am a big believer in that. If we want somebody on the show, we'll get them on the show. But I think that in a situation like this, we can have him on a show, but probably not to talk about this, because I think that he's in a bubble, right? And people are reassuring him. And if you go back and you say, like, Dream, are you all right? I don't know if he'd be able to, yeah, I'm great. This is great, whatever. But I don't think that his bubble and his management would want him to come on and answer questions.
Yeah, he
like
might
that.
just
That's what I
bounce,
mean.
too.
Yeah,
right.
Maybe.
Like, no, I don't want to talk about this. Bye.
If it happens, then it happens.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. That's just a really interesting story that I wanted to lead with today. But all right, so
let me just read this real quick. Dude over on Rumble says Dream did hurt himself by cheating at Minecraft speedruns. Yes, he got more people into that, but he did it under false pretenses. Check out Carl Jobs' videos for the full details on that. Interesting. I didn't know anything about that.
Wow, that's interesting.
Carl Jobs, he does such a good job he's so passionate about the speedrunning community. And for those of you like who talk about, well, I really like, I like this super niche thing. Like, Carl Jobs is a dude who took his passion for speedrunning video games and turned it into a majorly successful career online. Like, you want to talk about something that the vast majority of people don't care about, but is still fascinating. I go back to, you can talk about whatever you want online, and if you're passionate about people, or if you're passionate about it, people will find it, and they'll gravitate to you. And
I got some passion.
You do.
I don't know.
You do.
I don't know if you guys noticed. I've got a little bit of passion. Dan's got some passion. Although, according to chat, Dan cheated in bragging rights.
I agree.
By pulling out his bone, according to chat.
Agree.
That's what
There you go. Hey,
don't pull your bone out. All right, we're good.
It's a show about
People
old
always
stuff. It's a show about old stuff. How much older can you get than that?
Listen, I also want
pretty-
to point out
pretty
that
old.
Dan totally cheated by getting sick on the last bragging rights stream we were supposed to do.
Oh, yeah,
and
that
thus we
was
have
actually
not
my
done
fault.
it since.
That was
It's
actually
been
my
over
fault.
6 months. Because
Wow.
Of that.
It's been
6
over 6
months.
months, and when the guys managed to schedule one, I got sick. Yeah.
So,
it
and we
was
haven't
pretty
done
sad.
it. The last time we did was what, like September? September of last year, guys. And now it's June, and we still haven't done one.
And
this
I have
entire
a
year.
ton of
And
stuff
it's
to
all
show.
Dan's fault. And you know what's even sadder, exclusive here? I had a bone. I had a bone to show.
Did you?
Yes!
Don't wait. Why are you giving up that
Because it's
information
never
right
gonna
now?
happen. I've been sitting with this bone for like 8 months.
Why
gave
has he
up.
had a boner for 8 months? Damn it!
Whoa! Never drop the hard R, Trav.
Oh!
All right.
Wow. The hard R. Oh, wow.
No.
And yeah, I like how Blabs totally gave up on that show. Then now she's
I
spilling
gave
the
up.
beans.
Listen, exclusive. I had something to show that would have, competed against freaking Dan and Jeremy, but no.
Hey, you know what you guys gotta do? There's a hole there that in the demand and in the offer. There's a lot of demand for that show, but there's not enough and not enough offer. So Craig and the Side Scrollers podcast should maybe fill up.
We could do it on
That's
Wednesdays.
Bragging rights. Be like,
You
fuck
know?
off, Jeremy. We're doing our
Yeah,
thing now.
and then Jeremy would be super sad about it. Oh no, now we have
Well,
to
we'll
get
do it
that
on
show
Wednesdays
back.
because then it's kind of it's still Geeks and Gamer because we're on Geeks and Gamers on Wednesdays. So technically,
There
you
go.
know,
Do Wednesdays.
we're
yeah!
using their kind of. I mean, it's their platform that we're just,
And then Jeremy would
can
be
just come on
super
anytime he
jealous.
wants.
Yeah, Jeremy would be super jealous and want to bring the show back. And now we have 2 shows about collectibles.
He's welcome. He could come on Wednesdays and try to join bragging rights.
There you go.
I like this. I like this.
Like when we started here, we're scheming.
Diana
We need-
Francisco over on Rumble says, slid to left of me, slide to the right of me, and scroll all around, do the retro gaming, and shake it all around. That's what it's all about. I feel like I did that wrong. I didn't realize that.
Did.
You did.
Well, I didn't know what it was about. I just started reading it.
That's what it's all about.
Well, yeah, I got that by the end, but I didn't know in the beginning how I was supposed to read it.
Honestly, I was thinking she was going for like the clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you, but that went out the window.
Yeah. I almost started it that way. Also would have ended in failure.
It was doomed from the start.
Blake came in with a $2 super chat. Says the sky was like 4th of July last night in Denver. Yeah, he's speaking about the Denver Nuggets won the NBA title last night. By the way, good for all of our Denver G2s, and you get your NBA title. Congratulations. That's pretty cool to see. The
Was that a
Nuggets are an
first or
easy
something?
First time in 47 years. They've
Okay,
never won a
not the
title
first
before.
time. But...
No, it was the first time. Period.
First time
Yeah,
ever.
and the-
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So
And,
the NBA has been around for 47 years. I see.
yes, very long time. But
okay.
the franchise has been around for 47 years, and they were a very easy team to root for. They have a lot of likable guys in their team, and they're a true team, and they're big stars. This guy named Nikola Jokic. I can't really even say his name, but he's a
Serbian.
big Serbian dude who like is so funny. They after they won the title, they do this interview with him, and they're like, "How do you feel? How do you feel about it?" He's like, "Well, we did the job, and now we can go home." And it's like,
And they're like,
"All
"Are you
right."
excited about the parade?" He's like, "When's the parade?" Thursday. No, I gotta go home. Big week for Serbia, man. I mean, they just won the NBA. That tennis, Djokovic just became like the best tennis player of all time. 23, huge.
Pretty good stuff. Bill came in with the $5 super chat. Says it's also basic statistics. 32 million subs. Even if only 1% are jerks, that's still a ton of hate to absorb.
Truth.
Plus non-subs just jumping into the pile. Bill, excellent point.
Excellent point.
Yeah, that's tough. Like as a creator, that's why it's you see people talk about how much they enjoy the early part of their career, and once they get to a certain size, they're like, "Oh, it becomes work all of a sudden," right? Because their audience grows and that percentage of haters grows too, and that's all of a sudden it's not fun anymore. So, because once again, nobody likes to be told they suck.
True.
All right, let's move on. I got some quick hits before I'll let you guys do some hardcore gaming. These were sent over our way, but anybody who is looking to make a career out of YouTube, YouTube I think is feeling the heat a little bit from the competition that they're seeing from Kick and Rumble, as they have lowered their requirements to join their partner program. Have you guys heard this?
Mhm.
No.
I heard about this.
Yeah, it was just dropped this morning.
So previously, you had to have 1,000 subscribers and have 4,000 hours of watch time, which 4,000 hours of watch time is a lot of watch
It
time.
is. It is.
Unless you're doing a live stream. Live streaming is like the fastest way to get there, but
True.
you can't unlock live content until you're a partner on YouTube. So that's been the tough one.
Live streams? You mean?
No,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No,
if that's
you
true.
can. You can. I
Oh,
actually
can you?
this is a good opportunity to plug my new channel. I'm moving away from Twitch right now and starting a new YouTube channel. It's called Supervask 3D. And you guys can go subscribe to that and help me get monetized.
And
But
Rumble too,
I'm
right?
I'm already I will dual stream to Rumble eventually, but I'm
Okay,
already streaming there. Only with the StreamYards the Streamlabs donation link. So yeah, you can stream, and it's definitely easier to get monetized with streaming, but it's still a lot of time. 4,000
Yeah,
hours.
it's a lot of subs.
Well, that's how it
A lot of
was.
Yeah.
effort.
That's how it was.
Now what's it?
It is changed, Dan. This will help you, buddy. 500
Yes.
subscribers and 3 uploads in the last 90 days, and only 3,000 hours, 3,000 watch hours.
That's
so-
fantastic.
Or
That's awesome.
3 million shorts view in 90 days.
No,
Interesting.
fuck shorts, man. I hate it. What
So
do
do
you
I.
guys think about shorts?
It's TikTok.
It
They wanna be
messes up my
TikTok.
channel. I don't consume it. I don't produce it. Like I did one short once, and YouTube was pushing that at the end screens of all my videos. It was super annoying.
They wanna be
it depends
TikTok.
on the content,
Yeah.
honestly. Because let's say for me, I make reels all the time on my Instagram, but they're like of my collection where it's like a 15-second to like a 60-second thing of like an item. That, okay, I mean, what are you going to do? A whole video on that, right? It's an item. So I understand that, but a lot of the times
You
some
can
of
post
these
it on
shorts
Instagram.
and reels are really stupid. So I'm like,
Dude, shorts, TikTok, these 10-second little snippets of attention capturing bullshit. That's what they are. It's like people
but
don't know
I-
how to
I understand-
hold their attention and listen for longer than 10 seconds anymore. It's sad.
I understand the demand for that kind of content. It's like for the kind of people who just doom scroll on Instagram forever. It's just some 10-second funny video, but nobody goes on YouTube to consume that. It's always invasive.
It's not true.
It's really.
It's not true. No, I don't
they're
think so.
huge.
I
They're
think
huge.
that, dude, the desire for short snippet videos is on everything. I'm sure it's going to start on Twitter. He's starting to bring back, I forget the name of the streaming. What was the
Vine?
name of Vine? Yeah. Not.
Mhm.
I don't know if they. I don't know if he's bringing Vine, but it's the same thing.
I know
They
there's
want
demand.
they want
Adam,
that little quick next video. Oh, I watched
Yes.
that. All right, next video. Oh, all right, I
know
watched that
there's
next
demand.
video.
That's how to keep
I
you
know there's
addicted on
demand,
a
but
platform
that's what I'm
longer.
talking about. I'm saying it's always invasive. You're always doing something else on YouTube, and then those videos pop up, and you're like, "Oh, cool, let's see," and then you're doom scrolling. Like it's like what I'm trying to
That's
say.
the point.
You don't
Yeah.
go on
It's
YouTube.
smart.
Hey, let's
Gets
go
you.
watch some 10-second funny videos. You don't go on YouTube specifically for that. It's always invasive, and it's like it captures your attention.
That's
So-
exactly. You're
guys
exactly
think-
right.
Do you guys
So
think
I
there's
saw-
an age component to it? Because I find that younger people have a shorter attention span in this kind of content. They love it.
Yes.
They're like
I think
goldfish.
anyone can become susceptible to just instant scrolling forever.
Right.
It depends. Oh, if you're an old woman and it starts showing you like pictures
Cat
of
videos?
cats, little cat videos,
Oh,
and
yeah.
boom, now you're watching just cute animals and then little things, and you're stuck. It doesn't matter. It's the algorithm's
the
going to cater
algorithm
to
knows.
you. No
They
matter
know-
what you are interested in, it's going to show you that.
They know
So-
exactly what will get you.
So I saw this video a few weeks ago, and it has over 1 million views, and it's by this guy who has less than 100,000 subscribers. But it's kind of a video essay about YouTube Shorts as we kind of pivot the conversation to Shorts here. But he talks about how Shorts are just broken, right? And he opens it up with kind of a looking like a short, and it's kind of the TikTok style. And he talks about how there's filters on faces, there's all sorts of emojis all over the
Yeah,
screen,
that stuff is stupid.
adding gameplay at the bottom of it just to make sure that to hold your attention and kind of trick the algorithm and into all this the content. And it's really interesting to kind of talk about his obviously he talks about how it's kind of killing the attention span of YouTube
That's right.
of
Of
this
humans.
generation. But the biggest issue that is discussed in this is the idea that that it's not monetizable. You're seeing companies pivot from the shorts are great in that they hold people's attention, but they haven't found a way to monetize them properly yet. And that's the issue, is that even Spotify has set up this kind of vertical scrolling aspect where you can get through and watch little snippets of longer form content. So these are like phenomenal for discoverability, but they're horrible for profitability from a business perspective. You can have 3 million views of shorts on YouTube and make legitimately $3.
Yeah.
Off of YouTube though, but you're not
Right.
thinking about the people that are using this, that are getting sponsorships up the ass from all different companies that are saying, "Oh shit, you got 10 million views on these shorts that you've done," and then you look at their channel and it's like 10 different versions of the same short, and all of them have freaking 8 million, 10 million views, and then they're getting these sponsorships, and then boom, their next short is like they're all wearing like the Lululemon, and they're like doing stretches and shit, and it's like that gets 20 million views. It's like they're getting sponsorship deals because these companies are seeing these numbers and going, ooh, we want a piece of that number. 10 million people saw that. Oh yeah, that's free advertising. Well, what's a sponsor? Let's give them freaking $20,000. They'll love it, and then we'll probably make $1 million off of selling more shit.
Right.
Yeah, that's the way to monetize. If you rely on ads for shorts, you're
Not on
doomed.
Twitch though.
You're
Not on
doomed.
Twitch. That's not allowed.
You mean on what, shorts or you mean the idea of sponsorships, right?
Third party sponsorships.
Right.
Screw Twitch.
Well, I guess we'll see. Dan, I'm looking forward to you with the gaining partner program over on YouTube.
What's your channel name again?
Supervask 3D. It's like
Supervask 3D.
Yeah, it's
I'm
the
already
name. It's
subbed.
the name of half the games in the 80s. It's
With the super
just
in
the
the
most
title.
the most video game name I could ever think of.
It's pretty on point though. Good.
Upus brings us up, says I think shorts are good for advertising longer form video, and there is a lot of truth in that. You see like the whatever podcast that you see all these shorts on YouTube and all these viral posts. Those have been like, shorts are amazing for the virality and just the marketing aspect of it, and that's how I would look at it.
Until he tried shilling for a men's sex item.
Oh,
and
dude.
everyone was like, "What the fuck is this shit all about?" Like, nah, no.
Is that what happened? I didn't see it.
He shot himself in the foot
Oh, nice.
or the dick,
Okay.
however you want to put it.
Well, Dan, on your new gameplay channel, I have a new game for you to play,
Yes.
which is very exciting. McDonald's. Yes.
Oh man.
Mickey D's has just released a Game Boy Color game in 2023.
How long do you think they've
Amazing.
been sitting on this game? Like, I feel like they probably made it a long time ago, and we're like, "What the fuck are we supposed to do about this thing now?" You know what? Let's just release it.
They were
Right.
actually going to release it like in the 90s. It was like,
When Game Boy Color came
for
out,
some reason they didn't, and now it's like, fuck it, release
they
it.
found it in a warehouse somewhere. They're like, "Oh
What
shit!"
is this?
So I this is like my favorite kind of like retro gaming website, Time Extension. It's so good.
Okay.
It says, no, you're not reading the headline incorrectly. Fast food giant McDonald's just released a Game Boy Color game in the year of our Lord 2023. Developed by Cruel Toys, Grimace's Birthday launched yesterday via its own website. You can play the game with your browser, or you can buy itself. But the game itself was built to function with Nintendo's 1998 handheld. The ROM image has been dumped online, so you can do just that. So yeah, so there's actual gameplay of it. Would you
How
guys like
much
to
you
see
wanna bet
gameplay?
that this
Yeah,
was
let's see
a
it.
different game that they repurposed for McDonald's and just thought they'd make some money off of.
That could
I'm
be
sure
it.
all of them are.
Yeah, but,
Well,
let me see if I got this right. They are not producing actual cartridges. They're making
No.
the ROMs available for you to make your cartridge if you want.
Well, I think I think so. But it's
Right.
the game is a platformer which sees the return of McDonald Land characters Grimace, Birdie the Early Bird, Hamburglar, and the McNugget Buddies, all to mark the arrival of the Grimace birthday ice cream shake product served at U.S. McDonald's restaurants.
Oh, let's see the gameplay, please.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
man, classic.
Immediate.
Me and Dan are like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Oh, dude.
a Game Boy
I
game.
love the 8-bit, dude.
Yeah, 8-bit sound, man. Wow.
So I say you can play in your browser. Free skate. There's a free skate option.
Is it a
Actually, get into
skating
some. There's a full story
It said it's
attached to
side
it.
scroller.
Oh my god.
Look at
Tony
Grimace
Hawk.
go.
You
Yeah,
know
it's
what
like
Dan
Tony
can
Hawk.
buy?
Side
Did you trip on some
Tony Hawk.
fries?
This legitimately looks kind of fun.
There's
Why?
points and everything.
Kickflip.
Why did McDonald's make a video game about Boogie?
They
Sorry.
did?
Oh my
Bad
god.
joke.
Oh,
You know what he
I
looks
see
like?
what
He
you're
looks
doing.
like a purple Kool-Aid. The mascot.
Well, that's Grimace. Don't you know Grimace when you see him?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's Grimace.
Doesn't he look like the bad guy from Five Nights at Freddy's?
I don't know enough about Five Nights at Freddy's.
The bad purple child killer guy?
Wears a helmet but doesn't wear pants.
I fell.
Okay, it's not
Let's
all
go.
skateboarding.
Nope. Looks like he's actually running and jumping. So, look, I mean, I love the idea. This is definitely thinking outside the box of like, hey, we really want to, cause some interest in the
Yeah,
in the
brings
demographic that had.
generation into this too.
Dude,
Well, Blabs, you tell
legitimately
me.
though, this does look like a fun game. Man.
Yeah.
Classic
Blabs, does
side
it-
scroller, man.
Does this interest you, Blabs? Like you said, the
It
younger
actually
generation.
Does. It kind of looks like fun. Yeah, I think his animation is hysterical. He looks like this really jolly fat thing. Just
I like his eyes when he
Yeah.
jumps up.
yeah, right. And his
Well, it
little
Okay.
definitely
Bubbles.
brings.
I
It definitely,
figured
it
out.
definitely brings brand awareness. I mean, it doesn't make me want to eat burgers, but we're here talking about McDonald's, so
Right?
was
I
originally-
think this is just a really good positive thing to do.
yeah.
This was originally a Gumby game. They just changed him to purple and then put M's on shit.
Did you look that up, or are you just
no,
saying?
I'm just saying.
Okay.
It looks like
Oh,
Gumby.
Oh, we got a mini game here. We have to blow out the candles with moving the cursor around on the screen. I love it
wow.
because it's Grimace's birthday.
Dude, those were
So,
always the worst mini
anyways.
games where you actually have to move the cursor around.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you
Yeah,
what.
with the deep
If you guys want to go play it, it looks like it only takes about 10 minutes to get through, so it's just a fun little game. But
It's adorable.
kudos to
That's awesome.
for the unique idea. I love it. So I'm loving
Absolutely.
it.
Aha.
See what I did?
But the umsha.
I see what
Blake
you did
came
there.
in-
I'll acknowledge
Thank you.
that. Terrible.
Appreciate that.
Anyway.
Blake came in with the $2 super chat. Says shorts clog up too much of my subscription feed.
Yes.
Sorry, Blake. Sorry about that. Extra Zero came in with the. This was several minutes ago when we were talking about the Dream thing. Says with the membership says it's pretty sad when people show their haters that they're in control and have power. I feel bad for Dream here, and I wish you could see differently. Yeah, that's tough. And he also came in with the $5 super chat. Says, Travis, thank you for making me spit my drink all over my phone for that boogie joke.
Nobody
No.
else got it but you. So
I
there we
did.
go.
I said, oh, hi.
Oh, now I get it. Damn.
I didn't, and I'm good.
I thought he'd be boxing and getting hit in the face a few times, but that's all right.
Wow.
It just be
all
the
right.
one time, and then he was done.
Are you guys fans of the Beatles?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
They're
respect them.
overrated.
I was at
respect
one point
them.
in time until my dad played them on the guitar every day for like 12 years and forced the neighbor kids to come in and sing on a microphone with them and shit. Then I was
Oh.
good.
It's like I have a deep respect for Atari. I don't play Atari every day, but I have a deep respect to it. Do you catch the
I understand. Yes,
analogy
yes, yes.
here? Yeah.
Well, the thing I like about the Beatles was, number one, I think I love their music. I personally love their music. And I like that their music is, for the most part, fairly happy. It has a very positive theme to it. It's very upbeat for the most part. They had their kind of weird phase, their Yellow Submarine phase, where it's all drugs and stuff. But and they also were a very diverse band. Well, Paul McCartney has announced that there will be a final song from the Beatles, which is pretty interesting considering two of the four Beatles are dead. But Paul McCartney will be using artificial intelligence to
Fuck
create the
that.
final song.
I don't
which-
like that. Mm-mm.
That's fucked up.
So
I like
He's
the Beach
going
Boys
to,
better than the Beatles.
You know
And-
what? I'm with you on that. Beach Boys is better.
And can their descendants, okay, so say he uses
I thought that was really
John's
expensive
likeness.
for a second.
Can John's son be like, no, fuck you, Paul. You can't make a song with my dad's likeness.
I don't know. I'm sure there's some
The
sort of
chat,
legal
the
agreement.
chat is saying three of four of them are dead. 3 out of 4.
Oh, really? With John?
Well,
Paul,
Ringo
George?
was
No.
replaced.
Well, I mean, there's the fifth Beatle, but no one ever talks about him. He was barely in it.
Ringo was replaced. And so, you know what I'm saying?
Did Ringo's still alive though?
Right,
Yeah.
but
Right?
he wasn't a Beatle after a point.
He's
I
still
thought
one of the
he
main
was there the
Beatles,
entire
though.
time.
No, he was replaced.
What?
Ringo Starr wasn't replaced.
By who?
Pretty sure.
No,
Let me
no,
look it
no.
up.
Ringo
Was
replaced the original.
replaced.
Was
Right.
he? Oh, okay.
Okay. So, anyways, apparently there's an old John Lennon demo, and he's going to turn it into like finished music, and they're going to use AI to turn a John Lennon demo into one of the last songs for the Beatles. And it says the technology helped extract John Lennon's voice to get a quote pure version that could be
I
mixed
see.
into a finished composition. The piece will be released later this year.
So they don't have the multi-track of that recording. They have one single recording with all the instruments, all the vocals, and they're going to extract just the vocals and then probably to record something else on top of it. I don't know. I don't know
Still
why you
feels
need
wrong.
AI. I don't know why you need AI to do that though.
When
It
you
says,
can actually take his actual
Maybe
vocals out of it.
fine tune
Yeah.
it. I don't know.
It says McCartney didn't name the song, but it's believed to be "Now and Then," a 1978 love song Lennon put on cassettes meant to the other former Beatle. The Guardian notes that the tune was considered for release as a reunion song alongside tracks that didn't make the cut, such as "Free as a Bird," which was released later on. I actually very much like that song, but there wasn't much to it. Just a chorus, a crude backing track, and the lightest of verses. The Beatles rejected it after George Harrison thought it was bad, and the electrical fuzz from Lennon's apartment didn't help the matters. So it's interesting that they're thinking about taking the AI, like recreating his voice and recreating the elements of the song and re-releasing it. Did you guys know the "Free as a Bird" song that was released probably in the late '90s, maybe early 2000s from the Beatles?
I don't know.
Don't think so.
Yeah. That was kind of a big deal. It's like a new Beatles song. My brother's huge into the Beatles, and when that was released, that was a very big deal. And it's a
What's
good
everyone's
song.
favorite Beatles song? Mine's Obladi.
Oh, man,
That's
don't
tough,
even have
man.
one.
I
don't
think it
have
really
one.
kind of depends on the genre. The Beatles
Or the mood and the mood.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
my
I'm with
first
you though, Adam. I like the Beach Boys a lot more.
Beach Boys are awesome.
Good vibrations. Oh, like
Probably "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds" or "Penny Lane" is my favorite.
Yeah, my first thought was "Let It Be." Let It Be.
Eleanor Rigby is a good song.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I-
I like Eleanor Rigby.
Isn't Let
I
It
do
Be
like
one
that.
probably the most profitable song in the world? The song that sold the most, like the song that made the most money in the world. I
What?
think there's something
Which
like
one?
that. Let It Be. Let It Be.
Let It Be.
Yeah.
I
think
just
it's
That
Let
makes
It
sense.
Be.
I just see celebrities singing it, and it's so bad now. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, but it's like you can
Well,
make
that's
a
a magic
lot of money
thing.
with royalties, like if they play your song in a commercial or something like that. So that's or even radio back in the day. So
Yeah,
it's probably
"Paperback
something related
Writer's"
to
pretty
that.
good.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
Basement Band mentioned that "Paperback Writer's" a really good song as well.
I actually
Dark
really like.
Says he'd rather listen to Scuttlebutt than the Beatles.
Yikes! I really
Yikes.
like the movie Across the Universe.
Isn't it a great movie?
It's
I've
good.
never
It's
seen
good,
it. I
man.
heard it was bad though.
Oh, I loved it.
I thought it was good. The singers did a great job of singing the songs. It's a Beatles movie. It's kind of like weird, but also
Yeah.
I don't know.
Out
I
there.
enjoyed it. Yeah, but it's based on the Beatles music.
Is that the
so-
movie where the guy? Oh, okay. There's a movie that was released a few years ago. I think it was during the pandemic, where the Beatles didn't exist, but only the guy. Is that the movie you're talking
I
about?
heard about that. That's a different
No.
movie though.
Yesterday, it's actually
I
a
heard
really
about
good
it.
movie. I
Yeah.
think everybody should watch it.
Yeah, I wanted
Yeah,
to watch
it's
that,
cute.
actually.
Like the
Forgot
idea
about
is that
It's an interesting premise.
the guy knows all the Beatles songs, right? And he releases them, and I don't know. There's some sort of tie-in at the end. It's really nice. Anyway, so new Beatles song coming up later this year. All right, our final quick hitter. Then I'm going to let you guys get into some hardcore gaming here before we wrap. We have a tragedy
Yes. Mhm.
in the world of show business has occurred. As Dan, if you were to rank the top game shows in history, I don't know, give me like your top 3, just the first ones that come to mind.
I'm not your average consumer of
Labs,
game
go
shows.
ahead.
I have no idea.
Jeopardy, Wheel of Fortune, and probably Family Feud.
Family
Okay.
Feud, I heard.
Family Feud, interesting. Well, Wheel of Fortune has been on for 42 years. It's been on for a long time, since the early 80s. And Pat Sajak has been the host the entire time. And he has announced on Twitter that he will be ending his run as host of Wheel of Fortune, a show that I watch every night with my kids. He has decided that our 41st season, which begins in September, will be our last. It's been a wonderful ride, and I'll have more to say in the coming months. But thank you all. Thank you all. All right, so he is moving on from Wheel of Fortune, which is like legitimately one of the best shows ever.
Doing?
He's made over $100 million working for them. So go down and go retire. Enjoy your money.
Well, what's amazing?
Do like, what about Vanna? Are they gonna like recast the host? Cancel?
Well, he's funny because his Twitter is also pretty spectacular. If you don't know anything about Pat Sajak's Twitter game, it's pretty fire, man. He came in and this is from his daughter. It says, "Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life." Text from Pat Sajak during his 5-minute wait in the line at the pharmacy. So he says, "They need to make B simpler." See, that's B complex. Right? Like amazing dad jokes. Time to change my oil. Is he just moving the flaxseed oil in the fish oil? Right? This is brilliant stuff. I love it. This is funny. I was just thinking about this. Like, it's amazing. And then the irony of the focus factor being unfocused. So anyways,
this is how you know he needs something new to do. He's bored as fuck. Okay, come on, guys.
But wow, 41 years. Isn't there an NES game of Wheel of Fortune? There is,
Yep.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
There is,
There's
yeah.
a mobile app and all that too.
Yeah, as long as I can remember, my entire life the show's been on. So
Yes.
Wow.
Mine too.
Yeah. So if you look on YouTube, you can actually see Vanna White's first ever show on YouTube, on Wheel of Fortune.
So young.
You know how I know this? Because I literally looked it up last night. I said I watch Wheel of Fortune all the time with my kids. It's really fun show to watch.
I
Yes.
love
now,
that show.
when you're old enough to remember when they went to the touch screen letters
Oh yeah,
instead of the
flipping
turn
it.
letters, I remember it was a big thing. Everybody freaked out.
I mean, if you really think about it, like, what's Vanna really doing?
She's just there to look pretty.
She's doing
She's-
this.
She's a
Sex
tradition.
sells.
She's a tradition.
Yeah, she doesn't actually do anything because it's all computer, right? She
Whoa,
probably doesn't
whoa,
even test
whoa.
anymore.
She didn't mean it, Vanna.
Hey, do you know how long
I
she
love
said?
that.
Hey,
Don't get me wrong, but
you're
I'm
a
pretty
woman.
sure that it's all like computer, where like someone else is actually doing all the work and it's not even touchscreen.
Do you know how long she sits in that makeup chair, Blabs, before she goes on?
First of all, the heels, bro. Think about how much her feet must be dying after
Yeah,
all these
standing in
years
them
wearing
heels.
back
She
and
is a
forth, back and
professional,
forth.
Blabs.
I know.
It's a calf workout. For sure.
Yeah.
How dare you, Blabs? How dare
I'm
you?
not even shitting on Vanna. I think Vanna's badass. I love this
What does
show.
she even do anyway? That was shitting all over Vanna.
Said.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, play it
What
back,
did you say?
bro. Play
What
it
did you
back.
say? What did you say?
Said she doesn't actually probably touch the screen. She walks back and forth and pretends to touch it, but I bet it's not even touched.
I don't know about that.
It's hard to pretend to touch the button. You know?
Well, let me just say this. I have
Jerry,
video
Hard
conclusive.
to pretend to have your button touched.
Listen, I have video conclusive proof that Vanna White does indeed touch the buttons. This is from yesterday's show. Right here. Look at Vanna touch the buttons as they go.
Okay, and
There you
don't
go,
think there could
Blabs.
be somebody actually like pressing.
There you go, shitting all over Vanna again.
Just saying, how do you know it's real?
Stop shitting all over Vanna. She is a national treasure.
Blabs, just because you can't touch the screens to reveal the letters doesn't
I
mean.
just want to touch the screen, okay?
Stop being so jealous.
I know.
Stop
it's
being
very
so
petty
jealous.
of me. I need to be a big girl.
It's like, man, I just want to touch buttons for a living.
I just want to press the button. Damn it!
Fuck, I
My
do it
hand
if
looks
I can
pretty,
make
just
as much
walk
money as she
across.
did.
She's
Jealousy
stressed.
is not a good look on anyone. Let's be
No,
real.
listen.
Mm-mm. All right. If we can
Find
all
a
just
button for
move
Blabs to
past
touch.
Blab's ego here, that'd be great. We'll try to do that.
Slap!
Hey,
Do you guys like how I just take a little pebble and I throw it into the conversation
Yeah,
and
it's always
everything
against
goes?
me lately. I've noticed, Travis.
Sorry.
No,
Puppet
he was
master.
awfully sassy towards Craig earlier.
Yeah, but Craig
so.
deserves it sometimes.
And
He
you don't?
does. You're right, Blubs. He does. Bastard.
Shit.
That escalated.
there you go. Get him on the last one. Travis, you ready to be a good boy?
What?
No.
What are you training like a
The
dog?
fuck is that? That was weird.
Trav,
that was a
you ready to
weird
be a-
statement.
You ready to be a good boy?
Oh my god, it's getting worse.
All right. Hey, Pepe Payne came in with a $1 Rumble rant. Says to break YouTube, must have account to chat, right? Everyone sub to each other and make a video in a month. It will break YouTube and help Rumble. Gotta let these old corrupt companies go. I don't quite know what you're speaking of there. Everyone sub to each other and make a video in a month. Okay, you mean like to be monetized quickly? That's
No,
what
to
you're saying.
just help Rumble grow, probably.
Oh, we're talking about on Rumble. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, take the
and-
power away from YouTube.
And Diana came in with the $1. Says Pete Best was the original drummer and replaced by
That's what it
Ringo,
was.
who stayed to the end.
Best, right?
I would have
Was-
never remembered that fucking name.
Pete Best. He was the drummer for the Monkees, wasn't he? I thought that's what he. I thought maybe I'm wrong. I thought maybe Peter Best was, but I don't know. I thought
No idea.
okay. Anyways, Heretic came in with a $2 direct donation. Says argument over Queen are the greatest band who ever graced the earth. There will never
I
be
love
another
Queen.
showman like Freddie. Yeah,
Freddie
Queen-
Mercury is
Oh,
the best
absolutely.
singer in the
Died
world.
too soon, man.
Best singer.
What a shame.
Yeah.
he died of the AIDS, right? Is that what he died of?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, the AIDS.
The AIDS.
The
yes.
AIDS.
The AIDS. Is
And
opposite
Extra
to
Zero
AA.
says, Pat was a customer of mine when I sold phones.
That is
Pat
pretty cool.
Sajak.
All right, cool.
Excellent. All right, you guys ready? It's time to get into the real meat of the show. It's time for
It's time for hardcore gaming.
We don't
All
do
right.
that often. That was cool.
Yep, here we are.
yeah.
This is it's time to bring the lights down and just allow Adam and Dan to romance over their new favorite game that isn't out yet.
Dan, do you
Starfield.
know what is happening right now?
You
What-
two are going
what's
on
happening
a
right
little,
now?
little fast.
I don't know.
This is
Put
gonna
us
go on
backstage,
Pornhub.
Craig.
I'm
later.
confused.
Listen, I just know you guys are both excited about Starfield, so I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to talk about it intimately
Oh, yeah, man.
with each other.
I mean,
As-
I did this yesterday.
but look, more news has come out as Xbox has called Starfield one of the most important RPGs ever made. So that's a big statement to make. Dan, what's your thoughts?
I think like it's owned by Microsoft, so of course they're gonna say that. But
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Bethesda RPGs like Fallout, all the Fallouts, and all the Elder Scrolls games. Specifically Oblivion. I've been modding Oblivion like for almost 10 years. I got an Xbox 360 because of Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and I'm a huge fan. So this to me, I never get excited about new stuff in gaming anymore. I'm a retro gamer by heart. Never get excited about new games, but this got me hyped. That looks very.
Can you go back
promising.
up to the top, please?
Mm-hmm.
Right
Very
underneath.
promising.
I really love this. The first thing right underneath the title here, it says Microsoft doesn't get to decide Starfield is important. Players do.
Aha. Yes.
So I love that line because it's absolutely accurate. Yeah, of course Xbox is trying to say that. It's trying to hype it up. Sure. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, I talked about this yesterday about what Starfield could actually be. It really does seem incredible. The spaceship management style, the amount of worlds that you're going to be able to go to instead of just a huge zone like the classic Elder Scrolls games and Fallout games. You know, you got the world that you're allowed to go in. You can go anywhere in the world, and there's different dungeons and places and events that happen throughout the world, but when you could go through entire planets, entire solar systems, and then you actually go to different solar systems, and each world is bigger than the map that we've gotten before. Like, this could be one of the biggest games that I've ever seen. Like, No Man's Sky is procedurally generated, and this doesn't. I don't think this is. I think this is actually a huge giant
they didn't
zone.
Say. But
They
Adam,
didn't say
remember that feeling? Remember that feeling in Oblivion that you look at a mountain over the distance and you said, "Oh man, I wish I could go there," and then you start walking towards that, and you're actually there.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're doing that, but with a moon in the in space.
Right.
With
Oh, you see that moon up in the sky? You can
Yeah.
actually go right to that moon. I was like, that's
Insane.
pretty cool. That's pretty cool. The fact that there's actual spaceship battles, that's actually a thing. You could probably live out in space and not even land on a planet the entire time you're playing this game and just be like a space pirate, robbing other ships, taking out other ships, and doing all the events in the space, and then not even land on a planet. I mean, I feel like that's a possibility. You could just be like a space pirate, and or you could do the opposite. You could just be going from planet to planet to planet and avoiding being out in space, because that might just be your playstyle. And I don't know, the implications of this game. I think a lot of people are going to sink their lives into this game.
Yeah,
look at Skyrim.
optimistic.
Skyrim's been around for 10 years, a decade.
Oh, dude.
How many different versions of Skyrim have they sold? Dude, Starfield, it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse. Goodbye, Elder Scrolls 6. That shit ain't coming out for a while.
Imagine the modding community for that.
It's incredible.
Dude.
Multiplayer,
But yeah,
who knows?
I'm very optimistic about it, even though Bethesda's latest releases,
76?
Remember
Oof.
Fallout 76?
Were you about to say that? Remember Fallout 76?
I was about to say that. I heard that nowadays it's playable and it's actually a good game, but man,
I can't go back.
I'm kind of emotionally preparing myself to at the release this having a lot of problems. That's expected with Bethesda, unfortunately, especially nowadays after 76. But yeah, overall, with the whole concept overall, I'm extremely excited, extremely optimistic about it in the long term.
Yeah,
same. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love that you guys are excited about the game, and there's gonna have multiplayer aspects to it. Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No, it's a single player experience.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I think the modding community will probably add multiplayer, but not in the first couple of years, because
Bethesda RPGs was always about the single player experience.
Right.
Sal says getting No Man's Sky overhyped flashbacks again. And
oh, dude, yeah.
True.
We need to be careful about that too. But yeah, apparently that is what No Man's Sky was supposed to be all along. That's what they're trying to do.
I'll tell you what, though, I'm not going to pre-order this game.
Oh no,
I'm not that hyped about it. I'm very picky with my pre-orders. Like, I pre-ordered Diablo because I love Diablo and I always was a Diablo fan, and I pre-ordered Armored Core 6 because I'm a From Software fan. I will pre-order everything that they do. Other than that, I am going to try the Final Fantasy 16 demo. It just came out yesterday. And I have a PS5. It's going to be exclusive on PS5 for the first year, I guess. And I'm going to try that. And I've always been a Final Fantasy fan. I enjoyed 15, not enough to like grind through into the end game and like go around and beat all like the massive end game bosses after the campaign ends. But Final Fantasy 16, the way they talk about it, it feels like they're really trying to ignite the root of Final Fantasy, which, I mean, I grew up Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7, Tactics, these older Final Fantasy games that I know, Craig, you're not an RPG fan, but I love RPGs. Final Fantasy on my Game Boy, I just talked about it, Legend 2, Final Fantasy, and Legend 1. Like, these games are so classic, and I love that style. So if they do a good job of it, yeah, honestly, Nerdbrew just says, I found Final Fantasy 15 disappointing. It was, but also it's a different style of game. This action RPG, it's not turn-based anymore, which I enjoy turn-based, but I also, there's something about this action style that I really like. Armored Core, or not Armored Core, Crisis Core. Crisis Core? Is that what it's called? It just came out, and I actually really enjoyed it a lot. I started to really get the flow of the timing of it being an action game, but also it's not really turn-based, but it's got this element that kind of takes the classic turn-based style and throws it in an action version of the game, and it's really interesting. I have grown to like it, so I'm looking forward to that game as well.
Going back a little bit on what you said about pre-orders, I'm a little bit more radical about pre-orders, and I'd love to know what you guys think about what I'm going to say. I never ever pre-order anything, because I think about back in the day when companies were releasing free demos, free disc demos with their games. Like Metal Gear 2 had a demo for that robot game. I'm blanking on it right now.
MechWarrior, Armored Core.
No, but by Hideo Kojima too. Zone of the Enders. There was a Zone of the Enders 2 demo with Metal Gear Solid 2, and it's like always on the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. That was common practice. The company was trying to win you, the consumer, with free stuff. Hey, come check our game. Now with this pre-order culture, it's like the opposite. We're starting the relationship by giving free stuff, free money to the company, and I don't like where the
That's
precedent.
not always true though. Diablo 4 had two open betas that anyone can come and play. Like that doesn't happen anymore. Final Fantasy 16, it comes out in a week or two. There's a demo. You can play it right now.
Yeah. Final Fantasy 15 also, there was a demo, but what I mean, it's not the norm for the industry anymore.
I agree. It should be.
The norm for the industry now is like pre-alpha, beta, and like we're paying for full games, and not even when full games are releasing in their supposed
we're the bug finders.
It's like we're still purchasing pre-alpha games disguised as full games, and there's always a patch on the following weeks. So I don't like that. So out of principle, I never pre-order anything. Not by no means throwing shade at the people who do pre-order, who are excited about games and want to pre-order it right away. That's just my personal take on it. What do you think about that, Adam?
Well, Extra Zero just said open betas are beneficial because they're using you instead of paying testers. It's not a goodwill gesture. Yeah, I see that.
For multiplayer games.
But it was free. You know, it's not like you had to pay to play the beta. Like, you don't have to go do that. But I played the beta, and as the weekend progressed, the game got better and better, and there was patches after patches after patches through the beta. So they were like actively trying to make it as the best that they can do. So, like, I see what you're saying, but it still was a demo. I mean, you still could play the entire first act.
I think
I don't know. That's a demo. I mean, it still is giving you the ability to play the game and see if you like it or not.
And it's free.
It was free.
It's also
that's cool. That's cool. I'm completely okay with that.
The thing about having any sort of tech product is that everything will work great when 20 people are on it. But how does it work when 200,000 people are on it? Or
that's why the last open beta was called the Server Slam.
Right.
Like, everyone, please come and play this. Slam the servers. We want to see what happens when we release. And holy shit, I don't have I was reading an article about the numbers of Diablo 4, but it's like it's doing numbers. Like it's going great, and it's only gotten better. Like I had some lag spikes the first couple days. I haven't had them since. I might start playing a hardcore character now. You know, only 136 players have reached 100 in hardcore since the start.
Crazy.
I thought it was going to be a lot more. I thought it was going to hit the 1,000 mark right away, but only at like 136 people. Like, that's pretty insane.
Yeah. All right, awesome. Well, I mean, we'll certainly, obviously, keep an eye on the game, Starfield, just based off of the reaction and how passionate you guys are to talk about it. I love it. I love how passionate you guys are with that.
I love games. I know Dan does too. We're gamers.
I love games.
Here's my life right here.
There it is. Let's move on to our memes before we finish up the show. If I'm still trying to move past Blab's ego, but I feel like I'm almost there. Let's check this out. Judging by the reaction he got the mask might have been a good idea. This is from Superman, who is always wearing a mask, and apparently looks like Quasimodo from the Mask Down.
Oh my god!
Should I go unmasked? On second thought, maybe
I know
not.
what No Green Rock looks like without a mask. He does not look like Quasimodo. I vouch.
Whoa!
Not done.
I've
Breaking
also
news.
seen him without the mask, and I don't know. I'm just kidding. Oh man.
All right, then we have Extra Zero coming in with this. Says, here's Dan on the beat with the Retro Gaming Police. The M
That's
apparently isn't for
fantastic.
Mario, but rather than Man Bun. Love that.
It's pretty good.
Man,
It's
please.
pretty good.
It could be.
I'm gonna give that a little heart there. Live
There you
hearting.
go.
And then we have No Green Rocks once again. Superman coming in with this one.
Oh my god.
Classic.
Nice. That's gonna happen in Craig's house
Oh,
next
no.
time he uses save states.
Wait, why me? Wait, what did I do? Oh, we're all getting arrested.
Party's over.
I'm getting sheltered out, taken out. Oh no, not in the helicopter. Oh no! All
That's
right.
for using save states. That's all for using save states.
That's good.
Oh man, don't even let me get started on what will happen to you if you rewind. Okay, that's death.
There's no
penalty.
Wait,
there's
you
no
can do that?
rewinding. Yes.
You can
can
rewind
rewind?
on the Switch emulators. You can rewind.
That's lame.
Yep.
That's
Which was
dude.
Small
That's cheating.
pee-pee.
That's cheating.
Small
It's small
pee-pee.
the smallest PP.
It's the
Agreed.
microscopic PP. Yeah.
I think it inverts actually. If you rewind.
Antimatter PP.
it's the quickest way to transition is
just
is
play an
to
emulator
rewind.
rewind. It's way cheaper.
That's right. All right. Then we have this one right here from this is from Extra Zero. It says, "I want you to listen to me carefully. Look at your crazy Terminator hand."
Oh, that's how it froze. That looks like the one does not simply just walk into Mordor.
That's true.
One does
Doesn't
not
that?
simply rewind.
Or I just kinda
One
mix
does
it
not
with
simply
Italian
rewind.
emote.
Yes, glorious. That's fantastic.
Oh,
With
I got
Extra
more
Zero.
memes coming. Hang on.
Oh, here we go. It says if Craig got to interview Dream. Let's check
Oh,
this
man.
out.
Who are you? It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
The reality is that people don't care about the mask, right? They care about Dream, and people were intrigued. Oh,
Who are you?
I love the little
Who are you
dream
now?
star at the end.
that's so sweet, so sweet. Always those wonderful little touches there, Extra Zero. All right, then we have one final one
Yeah,
coming
it's
in.
not exactly a meme. It's more of a template for everyone to use in the future, shared to us by the Legion.
Hey,
Oh, wonderful.
New template.
There you go.
go crazy! Right there. There you go. Look at that. Look at that sleek young man right there with that
Yes.
man bun all in
My
style. All right.
lawyers will
He's
allow it.
wearing a ponytail. What do you mean, man bun?
Today's a ponytail.
That's right.
I gotta
right.
wear a man bun once in a while to give like normal human males a chance. You know.
To piss off not Jeremy, Nerdrotic
Yeah,
Gary.
Gary.
There's that too.
He's not a fan.
Blake came in with the $2 super chat. He's letting us know that Wheel of Fish is the best game show. That's a UHF reference from Weird Al. Thank you so much, Blake. I get it. I love it. Love everything about that. And Fenrir Fire came in with the membership. Says everything about a side scroller's banner. Your logo would make for a great banner in red or purple. What do you mean by banner? Or you mean like
I don't
like
know.
a flag, perhaps? That'd be kind of cool, I guess. Yeah. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I like one flag, really, the American flag. So let's go. And the Texas flag's pretty cool too. Hey, Dan, you're Brazilian. Don't salute the American flag.
I do. It's the greatest country there ever was.
Oh, I love
United
that.
States of America.
No, I'm just kidding.
You
Isn't
can
it
salute
illegal
it if you want
something?
to, Dan.
Aren't you
Yeah,
like
don't
not
listen
supposed
to Craig
to?
and his ego.
Blabs is
Uh-oh.
never
Really?
letting that go.
Brazil sucks.
he's
We
gonna
are
send some-
arrested. We are arrested here for doing jokes. For God's sakes, how am I not gonna worship America?
Freedom of
we're-
speech, the beacon of freedom of speech on the planet is America.
Yeah.
Well, we're well on our way, Dan. We're well on our way. Maybe tomorrow I won't be on the show after.
Positivity we need.
Oh God. Yeah.
Lord. All right,
And
Blabs.
it's not the retro gaming police. Yeah.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
thank God. Blabs, I'm sorry that I said that about your ego.
Okay.
But if you can
Well,
just get
do
it
you
in check,
accept
that'd be
it or
really great.
no?
Yeah, I
You
know.
know
Don't
what?
you
I'm gonna take his apology and just out the window.
Wow.
Damn,
Rejected
she
a
just
half
shit
court.
all over you, Craig.
Shit all over it, bro.
Verbally.
Wait until
Verbally.
your dad's on the show, Craig. Wait.
Yeah, you just
Yeah,
wait.
just do wait, you whippersnapper.
Ridiculous. All right. Let's get out here. Dan, everyone, tell everybody about your channel and your new show and your new channel, your new gaming. Super
Yeah,
Dan 3D, Super Dan Bass,
Yeah.
Super Dan Ultra Van Dass 3D Ultra Turbo.
Yeah, should have added Ultra Turbo too. But yeah, my main channel is Dan Vask. You can find my music stuff there, and now my gaming stuff is over Super Vask 3D. Oh, and Craig's messing up my brain now. So, moving away from Twitch, screw Twitch. They can destroy themselves and their creators without me. So yeah, Super Vask 3D. Let's go. Let's get that monetized.
There you go. Subscribe
Please
right
subscribe to continue. I like that.
there.
Yeah.
It's in the chat,
Nice.
y'all. All you have to do is click it.
Right there,
Thank you.
ready for you. So hold on. This
Awesome.
is
Yesterday.
wait. This is a new channel. How come
Yeah.
it says that like
No.
5 months ago
No,
you were
because
playing
I
games?
used to just dump my Twitch streams over there,
Ah.
but now I'm using it actively as an actual channel, posting
Nice.
content.
Love that. Sounds good. All right, look at how calm and collected you are right there. That's good.
That was
stuff.
with the
Your face.
original Mario. Oh my God, can't even imagine what Craig is going through.
Did you hear Blabs just now? She says, "What's wrong with your face, Blabs? You're no different than all
Hey,
the
that's
bullies." who-
that's the only one I got. I'm
Listen,
sorry.
Dan actually bullies me, like behind the scenes. Don't even give him that shit.
That's the
I
real
don't.
reason
I actually-
his grandma
actually-
threw the Game Boy in the ocean. His
Because
face.
he's
Face.
I open my heart to Blabs all the time about the insane ladies that DM
true.
me.
These
and
DMs
it's
are
like,
wild.
Are they
Yeah.
grannies also?
oh, it's
Some of
like
them.
those insane women that use my DMs as some sort of insanity diary. And just to let you know, I show everything to Blabs, just so you ladies know. So
I'm sorry. What does
Blab-
that mean?
Blab-
harassed him? I got
Blab
harassed
knows
him.
about you. Blab knows about all of you. The insanity that you
I
send
do.
me.
I think you guys are nuts, psychos. I love
So
that.
Yeah.
stop sending Dan crazy stuff.
Insane stuff, please.
Send him crazy shit.
Leave Dan
That's-
alone.
Nobody sends me nudes. Send me nudes.
Hey, don't
send-
say that because
Yo,
you're about to
gonna get a
get
lot
some.
of men DMing you.
Craig's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Greg's like, I'm out. I'm out. No.
I said
I've
they
got-
don't.
Broba Fett actually did make a pretty good meme.
Yeah, we have to show it.
I'm sharing it right now. All I
Let's
gotta
see
do
it.
is pop it up. Oh, someone
Oh
else.
man, yes, that's
brought it
the
up.
perfect. Yes,
It's
perfect analogy.
Craigiffus.
Craigiffus.
That's good.
Oh my god,
For-
Fenrir's
forever
like hard
pushing-
nudes.
Yeah,
Forever pushing up the lost levels.
yes, that's his purgatory.
Yep. I love it.
Yeah.
Stay there forever.
Well, look. Today
I
we're
love the
starting.
pain.
We're starting on level 2 today. So it, we're not quite starting on level 1. So we got a little jump start. But today is the day.
How
Did I
are
beat
you starting
Mario
on
Lost
level
levels?
2? Don't you have to start
Yeah.
fresh every time you pick up
Do
the
you know
game?
how to
Exactly.
Is it on
exactly,
right now?
Adam.
Is it on right
Adam.
now? Huh?
Yes, it literally is on
Adam
right
is
now.
addressing-
Look,
Hey,
it is
Dan,
on right now. Look,
See this guy
look,
right here?
Look, it is on
The
right now.
retro gaming
Look,
police.
it's right there.
The man
That
Continue.
looks like a save point.
No,
Save
con-
state.
How
look,
are you continuing?
look,
That
it
was a
says
save.
continue.
He
Continue,
he
right
already
there.
loaded the save point.
I did
You
not
saw
load.
it.
No.
I just saw you do it.
No.
man.
No.
Wait a second.
That's
Do
so
you even
sad.
Fucking
me
guy.
use the
That's
same
so
point?
sad.
This fucking
It's-
guy.
Oh man, if my younger self, fan of Screw Attack, knew about this.
Shit on
It's
Craig.
Man,
Shit on
Craig,
Craig.
look at what you
Yes.
do in your old age. As you get older and older, you just disappoint everybody.
Craig was my hero, you know. It's like,
You just got caught in 4K, Craig.
And the camera was on.
The whole time?
Every day. Okay, we're done. Look, everybody, come to the stream and watch me beat. If you want me to start on 1-1, I will start on 1-1. I can
There you
beat
go.
that in like 5 minutes, but it doesn't matter.
All right,
I'm the
do it.
Best Mario Lost Levels player in the world
Fine.
after 7 days
He's
of
the
playing.
best at this game that never beat it. He's the
That's
best Mario 2 player that
I'm
never beat the
best
game.
gamer who can't beat it.
I'm the best.
That's probably
That's
the
the
truth.
best.
I do love this.
All right.
I do love it.
Look, so continue. In about 30 minutes from now, Mario Lost Levels continues. It's the Mario Funathon. It will happen forever. I look forward to seeing everybody then. Today is the day. I'll see you guys
And also
shortly.
tomorrow.
Everyone,
Let's go. Let's
No,
go,
it's
Craig.
not.
You can do it. I believe in Craig. I
Well,
think he
I-
can do it.
today's the day. Okay.
Today's the
everyone,
day.
But he'll play again.
Go follow Blabs. Go do all that stuff. Go follow Travis over on Twitch or on Twitter. Go follow Dan on his stupid retro channel. And yeah, there's Adam over there.
Thank you.
This Rumble and locals and all that. And I'll see, people are going to try to keep it down. Whatever. Don't let it go. Bye.